Yeah, I really didn't want to make a video, but I had to. Okay, you see this red cross? It all starts off with this one. This is the Freemasonic Red Cross, the Red Cross of Constantine. Then it goes to this is a disguised Red Cross right here. And then it's the same thing with the Nabisco logo right there. And see, this symbol, that symbol is all about the example of how the lower conspiracy theorists are always searching for all-seeing eyes and pyramids and all that crap. But someone that's the ascended Dragon King, master of all ages, finds the Red Cross. So I really didn't want to make a video, but the reason why I am making a video right now is because there's been so much information dropped on me that I had to share it. Excuse me while I beautify myself. Okay, that eclipse, and I got this all verified, so you don't have to worry about the validity of this. I got it verified. The solar eclipse that happened on March 20th, 2015, the solar eclipse that wasn't supposed to happen, that was actually the aliens teleporting Earth through the sun so that the Earth would be right next to planet Orion. Now for some information on Orion. The esoteric of the movie Underworld with Kate Beckinsale was that the vampires were the Orions and the Lycans were representing the people from Sirius, which would be someone like me. The reason why the werewolves, aka Lycans, represent Sirius because Sirius was the dog star. Get it? Werewolf, dog. So you got the vampires, the Orions, versus the people from Sirius, the Lycans. So people like Krista Riza, who channel the Orion Council, are really channeling the evil ones, but I don't think she's smart enough to know that. So, the next thing that I learned was that there are 360 physical secrets, and there are 360 spiritual secrets, which involves astral initiation. So when you add 360 plus 360, you get what? 720. And humans, according to Mike Killuminati, are not allowed above the 180th degree of physical secrets. So therefore a human could never become perfect, which is 720, which is the cube, which is the black box, which is the Saturnian. And see, that's what I realized today, and I got this confirmed by Old Kendall, the cyborg. Freemasonry, the structured Freemasonry, is for the jinn. Freemasonry is all about two things: suckering the humans to join, so that decreases the humans' divine light down to 36%, and Freemasonry is about perfecting the jinn, because the jinn start off as something like a Naga serpent or a gray alien, and then as the jinn perfect themselves, then they become the cube. They start off as the square, the rough ashlar, then they get smoothed out and become the cube. The cube is perfection, 720 degrees. 360 physical secrets, 360 spiritual secrets. That's why structure is a ruse. Structured Freemasonry is not for humans or Messiah seeds, because now this is the most important point I'm going to make on this video, which is when you're someone like me, you become the Christ when you confront Vader, which is a metaphor for the courts not paying taxes. In structured Freemasonry, there is a degree called Christ. The Christ is just a Freemasonic degree. But the point I'm making is that when you're me, you're going through the unstructured Freemasonry. And see, that's what these fucking lower degree boneheads will never understand, is that if you are truly aligned to Ascension, you will naturally ascend. You don't need the structure of Freemasonry. It just happens naturally. Ascension happens naturally. You don't need the structure. That's why Freemasonry is a ruse. That's why the humans that join it are brain dead, because the only thing you really need to join is magical society. It's like Cyrus King was saying, if you are born with strong psychic gifts, you'll eventually become schizophrenic and crazy because you're not ready for it. You don't know how to handle it. Humans that join Freemasonry are just looking for a way to write off their debt, pay their bills with their social security number, etc., etc. So before I forget, I just want to say the reason why I was able to figure out that the Earth was being teleported was because there's a YouTube channel called Alfred Lambrant Weber, Alfred Weber, and he's obviously a jinn, because you can tell the topics on his channel are something that are way too advanced for a human. And I'm going to show you this guy. And the reason why they teleported Earth through the sun was because the Milky Way galaxy, which is continuum turf, which, you know, the Queen of England is the queen of the continuum. She's the queen of the Milky Way galaxy, which is continuum turf. So the Earth is run by, you know, reptilians and greys that are from Orion. So that's why they wanted to teleport Earth back right next to Orion, so that they could control it and get the Earth planet back into their own territory. Now here's the Alfred guy I was talking about. That guy is a jinn. And if you subscribe to his channel, you can read between the lines on a lot of these things. It almost seems like he changed or deleted that video of. Yeah, it does seem like they deleted the video of that he put up, where the woman says that. Oh, here it is. The video is called Axis Shift Nibiru and positive timeline, semicolon, ETs move Earth to Orion inside Techno Sun dual sun device. I'll show you. This video right here. So basically what that means is that they teleported the Earth through the sun because they wanted to put the Earth right next to planet Orion. And furthermore, my cyborg friend Ald Kendall is saying that he noticed a spike. He noticed a spike in my awareness now that we have moved Earth right next to Orion. So basically I'm getting soul codes from being next to Orion, so hooray for me. Furthermore, the whole thing with Kayla Itzinis and Freely the Banana Girl, that's obviously a Freemasonic publicity stunt staged by aliens. And here's the thing that's I find kind of weird is that Costa Yoga, I believe, is the girl I saw in my visions that was supposed to be my first wife. Because I remember Orion was saying, "Oh, Jordan, I think this Costa Yoga is your soulmate." And when I saw her in my visions dancing on stage with me, she was able to lift her ankle like up to her head, and Iggy Azalea obviously cannot do that. So I don't think Iggy Azalea could possibly be the girl in my visions, because it was obviously Costa Yoga with a makeover. And I find it very weird that Kemet Prince comments on Costa Yoga's videos, and Freely the Banana Girl is subscribed to Costa Yoga, even though Costa Yoga is not a vegan. So I find Costa Yoga highly suspicious. And furthermore, Kimberly Bunch is claiming to be a Power Ranger, which is a metaphor for one of my compatriots, and she's claiming to be Kimberly the Pink Ranger, and I really don't think that makes sense, because I thought that Kimberly Bunch was an incarnated angel. But apparently she's claiming to be a Messiah seed. And I don't see Kimberly Bunch as a Messiah seed, because her energy is really not that. First of all, she's kind of old, and second of all, her energy is very slow. Like, she doesn't talk fast. You know how, like, Gilbert talks fast, Alex Jones talks fast, everyone that vibrates high talks fast? I don't see Kimberly Bunch talking very fast. She's kind of slowed down. But that could be a lack of exercise and a lack of... I mean, I know Kimberly Bunch doesn't eat meat, but at the same time, you can still, like, be a vegan and be slow. Which I think is, once again, a lack of exercise. Because I saw a picture of her laying on her couch, and her body looked kind of loose, so I could tell she hasn't been exercising, so yeah. But bottom line for you, the girl in my visions couldn't have been Iggy Azalea, because she was able to put her foot next to her head. Earth was teleported through the sun, and now the Earth is somewhere next to Orion. And if you were a Jinn, like Ald Kendall or Paradox Man or Pita or whoever, the Pope, your ultimate goal is to become the Wisdom Cube or the Saturnian or the Black Box, or whatever you want to call it. And I'll give you a picture of that in case you've never seen it, or in case you have no idea what I'm talking about. See, that's Black Cube of Saturn. Same thing with these down here. Black Cube of Saturn. Same with Mecca. Black Cube of Saturn. So that's about it. I'm probably forgetting something, but by the way, just to clear the thing up with J.B. Murdoch, there's really no beef between us. That was just one. This is just one of those things where, you know how like you know someone, and every time you know someone, you're guaranteed to have a spat with them. That was just our spat, so that was nothing. Now, in regards to J. Essex and James Rink, J. Essex is a cardinal because my visions of him, he's wearing red. He's wearing like the red priest costume. And James Rink is just a lower priest with the black and white costume. So it's just... So Essex is like the cardinal and Rink is just, you know, a black and white robe kind of guy. And you know, now that I know that Fred is just the 359th degree, I wonder how many spiritual degrees he has. I wonder if he's become a black box. I have a feeling that Cyrus King is a black box. I got a feeling that Cyrus King is the man because yeah, I think Cyrus King is probably more than Fred. I don't know for sure, but they're probably on the same level. I put Fred above Cyrus King because Fred has more love in his heart, whereas Cyrus King is kind of like dead inside. And Cyrus King is like uber negative, and I don't think he can. I think Cyrus King's like genetic makeup is like I'm 80% negative, but I think Cyrus King is like probably 98% negative. There's something wrong with him. Very wrong. I don't mean that as a joke. I mean that as like there's something like he needs like adventure or something. He's like missing out on adventure. He's like missing out on what he wants to do. He's not like able to do what he wants to do. I don't know.